Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failure. In our last video, we tackled the second of 4 Malibu Club missions. That one was called the Shootist. This video is all about the third of the 4 Malibu Club missions. It is called the Driver. We're still preparing for that big bank heist. We've already recruited our locksmith and our gun guy, and now it's time to recruit our getaway driver.
Things are starting to come together nicely here.
What's the plan, Tommy? Que pasa, amigo?
The plan is you keep doing that like a moron. Anyhow, we need a driver.
Tommy, I'll do it. I can drive.
You won't Hillary, mister. Not some smart-talking law school chump. Hillary's a real deal. You ain't never seen anyone drive so fast. I'll give him a call here. Hey, Hill, it's Phil. How's it going? No, don't talk. We'll reminisce later. You want to do me a favor? I got me a guy from up north. No, I don't think he was in the service, but he wants a driver for a bit of action. Okay, I understand.
What'd he say?
Well, he'll do it, no problem. Well, there might be a little problem. See, he has abandonment issues. Seems he won't work for anyone who can't beat him. Something to do with his mama. Anyway, he wants to race you first. Said he'd meet you outside.
Abandonment issues. Who is this freak? Why can't I meet someone normal for a change?
You, Tommy? Oh, of course you're Tommy. I mean, why else would anyone want to speak to me? Okay, consider it this way. I'll drive for you if, and only if, you can drive properly. Leave me alone, and I'll never forgive you.
Poor Hillary. He's just a fragile, broken man. Oh, that's so sad. Fortunately, Hillary's suffering is going to end pretty soon. Actually, in the next episode, I think. All right, passing this street race mission, which is just a checkpoint mission, awards $3,000 and unlocks the job. I find this race to be very challenging. So we're in a Sentinel here, and we're facing a guy in a Sabre Turbo, and it seems like the only time we can catch up on the Sabre Turbo is on straightaways, but like Hillary corners better than me, or maybe his car corners better than mine. So like I think the Sentinel's top speed is just a tiny bit better on straightaways, but you got to be real precise on the corners, or you're just going to lose. And I find this race to be very challenging. I think it would be challenging without any stars, honestly. But you get 2 stars pretty early on in this race, and so this is something that costs me a lot of kind of fail time when I'm speedrunning this game. I can't pass this thing consistently. I don't know what my pass rate is. Maybe like 50%, like I think 60% on a good day. I essentially just need to hope that Hillary gets into some kind of an accident. You can try to pit maneuver him early on, not right at the beginning, but kind of as you get that 2-star wanted level, as you're kind of like angling off to the right after the initial straightaway, is a good opportunity to try to pit Hillary. And sometimes that's enough. I pit him and then I'm just ahead for the rest of the race. But if I don't, like if I'm in second place, like at this point in the race, like I am here, I lose almost all the time. Oh, look out. There's water below me, gang. Okay, that's another way to lose. Yeah, I have a very, very hard time passing this race consistently. Let us know in the comments if you find this race to be easy or kind of like average in terms of difficulty, or if you just find it very challenging relative to the other missions in Vice City. Here is vanilla attempt number 2, and I'll show you where I try my pit maneuver. It's not right here, but just a tiny bit further, like right here at this bridge. And if I'm able to pit and get into first place here, and if I don't get into too many bad accidents, then I can often maintain my first place position through the rest of this race. Now reading from the trivia section for this mission, the song that can be heard during the original cutscene in the Malibu Club is The Message by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. The song is featured on the in-game radio station Wildstyle. The song isn't played inside the Malibu Club during normal gameplay. However, in the original PS2 version of the game, it was a different song playing in the Malibu Club during that cutscene. It was the song In a Big Country by the band Big Country. The reason I'm excited about that is that this song isn't featured on any of the in-game radio stations. The song is also not played inside the Malibu Club during normal gameplay either. The song was replaced in all later versions of the game. Yeah, it would have been cool to hear a different song, a song that isn't on any of the radio stations, but I guess Rockstar lost the music rights to In a Big Country at some point after the PS2 version came out and before the Steam version that I'm playing here. The song that can be heard playing in the car during the cutscene in which Tommy meets Hillary is All Night Long by the Mary Jane Girls. This song is also featured on the in-game radio station Fever 105, and it played during the mission Death Row in the cutscene at the Malibu Club at the start of that mission. The police will only chase after Tommy and not Hillary. That's too bad. Now we'll read about Hillary King. From the wiki, Hillary King is a supporting character in Vice City. He doesn't appear in any other games, and like I said, he's not going to appear in this one for that much longer. He is voiced by Charlie Tucker. He is an American actor and voice actor, best known for his role in the movie Curdled, and this voicing of Hillary King is this voice actor's only role in the GTA universe.
Okay, I'll drive for you, but please treat me bad.
Now we move on to quirks and fail states. I already showed you one fail state accidentally when I drowned, but there are two other fail states for this particular mission. One of them is failing to win the race. I thought Hillary was going to ramp off of this this launching pad here and do like a unique stunt jump to celebrate his victory, but nope. He went up, came down, and now he's just sitting here. Door is locked. That's too bad. Let's see, chainsaw. I don't even know why I tried. I know that the chainsaw can't open or can't remove a door to a locked vehicle. I'll give him some abandonment issues. It turns out you don't actually need to do the race in the Sentinel that you're given, and there's a very conveniently placed PCJ 600 just off here to the left. And it takes some time to come out of the way here and get it, but the PCJ 600 is vastly superior to Hillary's Sabre Turbo, so I'm going to skip ahead to the part where I pass him, because it takes some time to catch up to him because of that delay in going out of your way to pick up this PCJ 600. But anyway, as long as you drive cleanly, you don't even need to take that many risks. Like the PCJ 600 is just so fast. But if you fall off, the PCJ 600 by crashing into stuff every 3 seconds, you're going to lose this race. So anyway, feel free to switch. That is the speed strap, because it's quicker to finish the race in the PCJ 600 than the Sentinel. The most common fail state surely is losing the race, but there is another fail state, and that's if Hillary ends up dead. So let's see what we can do with our minigun here. Hillary is dead. I like to think of it as ending his suffering. It might not have been obvious in that last clip, but Hillary didn't die because his car blew up. No, he died because I sniped him. One of those minigun bullets went through the rear window of his vehicle and hit him in the head, and he died. It turns out that this particular Sabre Turbo is bulletproof, so there was no explosion there, from the minigun ammo. It's got a couple of other proofs as well, and so I want to get this car. It turns out it's actually pretty straightforward to get this one. So here I'm going to demonstrate a technique that I saw from YouTuber Nicoded18. And I've included a link to their video in the description below. You're seeing exactly what they did. Here's my attempt at exactly what they did. So first thing, just to make the rest of the technique easier, is to get rid of those wanted stars. Now off video, I emptied this garage down here right next to me, and I put a tank. And then you fail the mission. That's the only way to get this vehicle, by blowing it up. The vehicle is explosion proof, it turns out, but it's not immune to getting exploded by a tank. The tank that I have here, I got with the Panzer cheat code, but you could legitimately get a tank and put it down there, and then just have it ready to go. And the timing works out that you can blow up Hillary's Sabre Turbo right here on this street, very close to the nearby garage, and we're going to use that garage to wake up the Sabre Turbo to restore it to health. And I'm fast forwarding here. This was a short distance I had to cover with the pushing, but it took a long time. The Sabre Turbo was kind of stuck in the beginning, and you got to be really careful that you don't let the Sabre Turbo out of your sights, because then it might despawn. I intended to push the Sabre Turbo into the garage with the tank, but the Sabre Turbo kind of got misaligned, and I was worried that if I kept pushing it, I was going to be pushing it into the wall of the garage, like the front wall of the garage, and I tried this several times before I got this success, and I kept losing the Saber Turbo, like it would disappear if I didn't quite push it right. So ended up getting out of the tank and pushing it into the garage, but there we have it. The Saber Turbo is ours to play with. And so it's got 3 different proofs, which I will show you now. And coming back to that YouTuber who demonstrated this technique that I've shown here, Nick and Ned 18, they actually have a number of Vice City videos, including like this one. Obviously, it looks like they did some stuff exactly the same that I did, or maybe I should say I did some stuff that they did, because they did their stuff like 3 or 7 years ago. There you could see that the Saber is bulletproof, not immune to melee weapons or the chainsaw, but it is explosion proof. I'll demonstrate that more with some rockets momentarily. And then we'll show you that it's also fireproof with lots of Molotov cocktails. But something else that Nick and I did that I also did is doing the mission G Spotlight with the skimmer. And I had to do that mission using, like, I don't know, 5 different skimmers or something, because I kept crashing into everything and my skimmers would turn upside down or blow up from too much damage. I might have said something in that video, the G Spotlight video, that it's impossible to do this mission with just the one skimmer, but it isn't. Nick and I did it. It was really impressive to watch their video and see them do the entire mission G Spotlight with just a single skimmer. So go check out their stuff if you're interested. And like I said, this Saber Turbo is explosion proof, so I used a cheat code here to give myself some rockets, and yeah, Saber Turbo does not care. Pretty cool. So now we get to my challenge for this particular mission, and my goal is to pass this thing with 6 stars. You can see I've got 6 stars in the top right. Whoa, tank, this is sketchy. Okay, look out. So I used a cheat code to give myself 6 stars, and we're going to show you my all of my fails here. And almost all the fails ended up because Hillary died, not because I died. Well, I died there. So yeah, but it turns out it's not that hard for me to avoid getting blown up. Oh, where's poor Hillary? But keeping Hillary alive is the greater challenge. Oh, we've lost 1 wheel, 2 wheels, 3 wheels. Hillary lost all 4 wheels. Yeah, but keeping Hillary alive was the biggest challenge for this. Look out for this particular challenge for this mission. Normally, obviously, you do this mission with 2 stars. So here we're going to show it to you with 6 stars. So this is my best attempt at this mission, and while we try to keep ourselves and Hillary alive, despite all of the tanks around. Look out! Did Hillary flip over? I don't know what happened there. I mean, like, is he upside down? Poor guy. Oh, there he is. All right, he's fine. He's fine, everybody. So while we get through our best attempt at this 6-star challenge, let's go back to reading from the wiki about Hillary King. From the wiki, Hillary is emotionally unstable and has low self-esteem due to many issues with his mother during his childhood. He is neurotic, suffers from some sort of distress, and lacks self-confidence, although he becomes much more confident when it comes to his driving skills, being described by Phil Cassidy as, quote, the real deal. He also has some history of abandonment issues, which was mainly caused by his mother, despite the VCPD claims that he came from a stable family. These traumatic events from his childhood are probably the main reason for his compulsive eating, which results in him being overweight. In addition, Hillary has a poor social life and little trust for strangers until they, quote, prove themselves, as seen in this mission when he challenges Tommy for a race. He does, however, seem to be more friendly and casual to people he already knows, such as Phil or Cam Jones. Yeah, so Hillary has worked previously, or at least he knew Phil and Cam Jones prior to this particular mission right here. Hillary only appears in 2 missions, this one here, the driver, and then the next mission in our series, which is going to be the last Malibu Club mission, and that one is called The Job. From the trivia section, Hillary's surname, which is King, is revealed only in his VCPD crime tree record. So we don't actually hear his last name being King in the game Vice City. It's only in the VCPD crime tree record. Hillary holds some resemblance to Jimmy Borges, a character who appears in the episode The Prodigal Son, which was in the 2nd season of Miami Vice, the TV show which largely inspired this game, Vice City. So here we see Hillary King from Vice City and Jimmy Borges, a made-up character from Miami Vice, and yeah, there's some similarities there, right? Both a little bit overweight, the red hair, the glasses. I could see that. And now one final piece of trivia from the wiki about Hillary King, but this one is a spoiler for the very next mission we're going to cover, which is The Job. Hillary's death, being shot by the SWAT team during a bank heist, is a reference to the 1995 film Heat. That film was directed by Michael Mann, who was also the executive producer of Miami Vice, again, the TV show which largely inspired Vice City. So that's our 6-star challenge complete. That's the mission The Driver complete. And again, let us know in the comments if you struggle with this mission, because I really do. I don't know what my success rate is, but it is far from 100% when I'm speedrunning this game. I just find it very difficult to consistently win this race. Okay, so a little bit of a cut there. We'll just refill our health and then get in position for our next mission, which will be, again, the concluding Malibu Club mission, which is called The Job. If you have any memories you'd like to share about this mission, The Driver, leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.